These are exciting times, but for some people, this is super stressful and super scary. You may have noticed that things are just going faster. Time's going faster. Lots of decisions are falling upon you. Emotions seem more intense. Relationships, oh my gosh. A little conflict seems like a big deal. Everything's either agitated or accelerated. This is not only happening to you, this is happening in business, in politics, in conflicts between nations. It's happening in your own mind. It's happening across the whole planet. Here's why. If you look at the Mayan calendars and the astrological charts and lots of other ancient wisdom teachings, we have been going through planetary evolution after evolution, one after another. Right now, we're in a huge major one, and it's an evolution of consciousness, awareness, aligning with your true light, your spirit, your soul. By the way, I am Tom Miller, and I'm on a mission to help people elevate, level up their light consciousness so they can make the impact on the world that they were put here to make and be more joyful, more wealthy, more healthy, and overall, just make the world a better place. And I started this mission with myself because I was not happy. Things were going really, really tough. And I want to share it with you because I am studying metaphysics that's beyond physical. What metaphysical means. That's the energy we don't see. We've known about it for a long time. In fact, maybe you've gone through your own spiritual awakening. Maybe you haven't called it that, but you're noticing a lot of things shifting. More awareness, more agitation, more curiosity. Oh, here's a good one. Maybe everything in your life seems fine on the outside. Great job, great money, great family, great relationship. Everything's great. You're healthy. Your body looks good. But you find yourself asking and wondering and thinking, is this all there is? Is there more than this? Am I supposed to be doing something more? And you already know the answer. We all are born with a true impact potential. Call it your spiritual vision, call it your purpose. The words don't matter, but it's inherently, intrinsically, essentially part of our essence and our being. We can ignore it and just go about day-to-day life, or we can acknowledge it, follow it, tap into it. With this expansion of consciousness, this accelerating of conscious energy, it's going to be really hard to ignore it. And I don't like to even call it a spiritual awakening. Trust me, I went through mine like 3 times before I finally got knocked down enough and realized, hey, something's shifting. I better shift too. I like to call it a remembering, an energetic remembering. Because you don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in the word spiritual. You just have to be cognizant that there's more energy systems than the electricity you plug your lights into and your phone to charge. And there's more energy systems than the physical energy we have in our body. There's lots of energy systems. And you can call it the spiritual energy system, the quantum energy system. But let me tell you, there's an energy level that we are expanding into more and more that we can't help ourselves but be affected by it. That if we aren't aware of it, it's going to rock our worlds so hard that either everything collapses and then we become aware of it, or you can become aware of it now, joyfully, curiously, and do something with it. So if you notice energy accelerating, feelings are more intense, time seems to be going super fast. Whenever you ever make a decision, it's like super hard. Like all this information's coming to you. And you're trying to get all the data and all the information. By the way, with this conscious expansion, information is more readily available than ever. Just go to ChatGPT. He tells you more about yourself than you know about yourself because it's another level of intelligence. But information and energy and consciousness, they're connected, but they're not the same. Consciousness is a state of being, awareness, and gives us the ability to tap into information that we don't see on paper or on our computer screen. So here's the deal. Call it what you want, your higher self, your intuition, your spirit, your soul. I like to call it integrity. And that is being true to our true selves. Alignment is the other word I really like. Call your higher intelligence. Some people call this balance, being centered, being in flow. It's a state of being that allows us to access this level of consciousness, because right now, the planet is being poured upon with higher levels of light. That's what I love to call it, light. So the energy we don't see, light. I know it's kind of weird because you can totally see light, but let's just use the word light. Whether you like quantum, spiritual, metaphysical, universal, source, it's just called the light. Light. And there's levels of light. Like, let's say the highest level is source light. And if you're really like Catholic, Christian, or other religions, you probably call it God or Jesus or Buddha or Dalai Lama or Muhammad. Doesn't matter what you call it. It's energy. And it's affecting all of us. Doesn't matter what you believe or don't believe. It's affecting you. But your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions will really dramatically impact the way it affects you and the way it affects us. So if you're trying to make a tough decision, get through a life conflict, and you're trying to collect all the information, all the data, and do it the old way, you are most likely experiencing stress. I mean, not just normal stress, like stress like you've never experienced before. And this stress goes on and on and on. It becomes entrenched, means becomes part of your biological system. It becomes hardwired into your subconscious, and I like to call it your circuitry. That's your nervous system. Those are the circuits that connect every system in your body. And this can lead to health issues. It can lead to lack of clarity, lack of sleep, looking for whatever medicated, prescribed, or illegal drug, whatever you can do to distract yourself from this intense feeling. And it feels like stress. It feels like overwhelm. And you're not the only one. Because when we are trying to rely on the old ways of collecting data and information to make our decisions, that way we can survive or thrive or keep our business going or keep our family going or keep things going. But what used to work, you're going to find it's not working anymore. Just like no one is using horse and buggy anymore, they're using cars. And now more and more people are using hybrid or electric cars. And this is going to keep accelerating at a fast level. Right now, we need to upgrade our human avatar energy systems. We need to upgrade them to accommodate and acclimate these higher levels of light pouring onto the planet. And you're going to need money. That's the thing. Energy is light. Light is energy. Money is energy. And you can see it and touch it and exchange it. But it's the type of energy that we exchange between people. But if you are in this stress cycle and you're getting chemicals in your physiological energy system and it's creating your circuits to overload, which would mean nervous system dysfunction. So if you're getting cancer, diabetes, overweight, your nervous system is not aligned. What's the solution? Alignment. There's a better way. In order to upgrade our systems to acclimate and align with these higher levels of light pouring down on the planet, we must go back to basics. And that is, let's see what color to use here. Orange. Alignment and tapping into our higher wisdom, intuition. That way we can stay in flow. I like to call this your power flow state. Power flow. And it's true. Your heart, your gut, I'm not going to lie to you. I know it seems weird that all the things about business, all the things about the stock market, everything, it's knowledge and information that matters, but you will need to make big decisions about your life, about your trajectory, about how to make money, how to coexist with other humans, and how to tap into and actually benefit from these higher levels of light pouring down on the planet. That's the deal. Our consciousness are expanding, more light is flowing down, and if we don't have the systems, if our systems aren't upgraded, our human avatar, our meat suits, our bodies, systems aren't upgraded, we are going to be overwhelmed by it. So if you're feeling lots of stress, lots of rushing, lots of overwhelm, chances are you haven't upgraded your avatar operating systems, your energetic operating systems, to receive this powerful consciousness. So here's the solution. Level up your light. Expand your consciousness. All right, to say, lighten up. And this is not just in terms of your physical and emotional and mental well-being and prosperity. It's going to require financial leveling up. Bottom line, the primary energy exchange on our planet right now is money. Whether it's in Bitcoin, dollars and cents, investments, like we are exchanging money for value, and we're really good at it. And we also judge each other based on our money status. You can say whatever you want about it, but it is a fact of reality. And here's another one. I have been poor. It sucks to go through this life experience in poverty. It sucks. For kids, it sucks to grow up in poverty. For adults and to have kids, it sucks to raise them in poverty. And if you're an adult without kids, poverty still sucks. So if we can just establish this premise that being poor is not as freeing, you don't have as much freedom as having the energy of currency. Here's the big shift though. The old way of making money was make as much as you can. It's all about me. Let me stack the cash. Let me not tell anyone about it. Don't talk about the money because the money is like, it's my private thing. I'm going to make as much as I can. That way I'm safe. That way is obsolete. That's a very narrow consciousness. With an expanded consciousness, making money through making contribution. Making money, earning money, creating money, which is energy, through conscious contribution. Everything you need is flowing to you right now to do that. That is how you will increase the incoming revenue. And it's also how you'll get clarity. Your clarity comes from intuition, from being in a power flow state, and from conscious contribution. So make no mistake about it. You have a purpose on this planet. I call it your true impact potential. And you are put here with certain strengths so you can make a contribution to the well-being of others. And this requires money. For the rest of our life on this planet, you will need money, energy, in the form of currency. They call it currency because it's a current flowing to and from people. You will need that to carry out your purpose, to reduce stress, and to live the life you want. Be prosperous, be wealthy. You'll be able to help people better, and you'll be able to live and survive and thrive. So number one, having energy. It's a current, it's circulating. So the receiving, allowing prosperity, money, and abundance to come to you, and also the giving. If you pay a bill, be joyful about it. Send that money out. More's coming. Send that money out. More's coming. Stillness. The hardest skill for me to learn during this was to be still, to allow my thoughts to be, and to connect with consciousness, with source, with intuition, with the knowing beyond words. This is a practice, and trust me, if I can learn it, anyone can do it. So stillness, the sounds of silence are the most important sounds you'll never hear. That's the intuitive, information source has given us to give us the clarity to move forward. Emotions are energy. Money is a powerful energy. Our emotions are our most powerful energy. They vibrate, they exist at certain frequencies, and they absolutely align and magnetize with different levels of consciousness, different levels of light. So knowing your emotions, having emotional intelligence, emotional awareness, and also the ability to change your thoughts, beliefs, your words, and your experiences. That way you are promoting the most high vibration, frequency, emotions possible. I know it's not possible, good mood all the time, but make joy your baseline. Joy is our baseline emotion. And guess what else? Prosperity, wealth, abundance, that's our baseline currency of money. Money is energy. It is flowing, and there is never a shortage of it. All the scarcity of money that you experience and that I have experienced is all based on our emotions and belief systems. Scarcity doesn't really exist in the universe, not when it comes to energy. And trust me, we're not in an economic shutdown. We're in an expansion. But doing things the old way is going to see a constriction. Doing things in a different way with an expanded consciousness is going to see, you guessed it, an expansion. So monitoring your energy and realizing that money is energy, kind of like water. Water is always flowing. It's always circulating. It can rush real fast. It can go real slow. And if it's stagnant, it gets icky. It gets gross, and it's not very useful. So flowing energy is like flowing water. It's always going to a bigger source and coming from a bigger source. That's the flow of water. Make more money, create more money, circulate more money, keep your body healthy. I mean, prosperity is not just money. This video is going to focus on money because that's probably the thing causing you the most stress right now. And it's going to require intention and attention. Pay attention to what you're thinking, what your beliefs are, what you're feeling, how you react to things. Because every emotional reaction, every emotional response, every intentional thought, word, and action, they all carry vibrations of energy. All are energy frequencies. Accepting, realizing, admitting that we are in an accelerated state of evolution, especially conscious evolution, and there's a higher levels of light pouring down onto the planet. But that's a good thing. It's a good thing for me. I mean, it wasn't a year ago or 2 years ago or even 3 years ago. It took me a while, but I remember now. And it feels way better. It'll feel better for you. And I believe in contributing. I'm taking what I've learned over the last 3 years, and I'm doing a 3-day live presentation. I say present because I'm not going to ask you for any money. 3-day live presentation called Prosperity on Purpose. And the first order of business will be increasing your circulation of money. Because it's hard to feel good if you're so stressed about money you can't pay rent. It's a present. And it's my way of contributing what I've learned, what I'm experiencing, and to help you accelerate your curve. I want to contribute. I'll put the link in the description or the comments. So thank you. And I love you.